Boy Bikers, getting ready to pack the bike, meet up with the bros at the gas station, head out to Cincy. So time now is about 5:45. Putting all that stuff in the bike. This is why you bring the cover, so you don't get all that on there. I didn't bring the cover. So packing wasn't that hard. Early in the morning, off to meet the brothers. And this is interesting. I have never been at this part of Kansas City, and I'm right near Arrowhead Stadium. You see that on your right? Yeah, Arrowhead Stadium. Kansas City Chiefs. And some other minor league teams there as well. So I like getting there fairly early. So I was probably, I think, the second person there. KC was there before I was. But I pulled up bright and early in the morning, gassed up, and really just got ready to meet the brothers as they start to arrive. So I was definitely looking forward to this. This is the Alpha Roundup, which is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. So as you know, I drove from Austin, Texas to Kansas City or Grandview, Missouri, and then headed over. So here you see the 06 riders are starting to arrive. They're the ones who are sort of leading the ride and leading the way on this. Brothers are arriving. We always greet all of these brothers are frat brothers. Everyone here is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. You only have the 06 riders here, then you have others who are interested, but definitely not fully patched members. And so that's Shorty, who is the vice president of the 06 riders. And he is getting ready to just give us instruction and prayer. And generally, I don't know if most MCs will, before they head out, pray. Does anyone group up and just say a quick prayer? And what's your prayer that you say when you guys connect before a ride? If it's not too long, put it in the comments. I'm always interested in knowing what prayers everyone says, unless it's something that you just don't share, and I respect that. Brotherhood at another level. Alright, so we're heading out. Heading over from Kansas City, Missouri, going to Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm looking forward to this ride. This has been a long time coming. And just to give you some specs, we got 13 bikers. The moving time was about 8 hours and 39 minutes, 18 seconds. Max speed, because it was, pretty packed out there, the highway about 90. And then our distance was about 600 miles. So it's much different, than obviously riding with a large group than riding solo or just one other person, because you're stopping a lot more frequently. So the moving time does not really speak to the actual time it took for us to get there. So you can see that's the route we took right in the middle, the actual drive in the middle from Kansas City to Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to the Alpha Roundup again. And at the Roundup, there are Alpha Phi Alpha. So I'd say about 99% of the members there, the bikers there, are going to be members of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And they're not all members of the 06 Rider MC. There are other MCs that they're affiliated that may not even be sort of a fraternity-based MC, but they're there because the members, some of their members, not all, some of their members are members of Alpha Phi Alpha. So there are so many different MCs and different clubs that have other members. Just like some people may have the Sonic Order or some others. There are different organizations of which bikers, just like any other part of society, are a part of. So this is always great when you get an opportunity. You know me, I like riding at night. I ride solo, I ride quick. When I get to a gas station, I rarely ever get off the bike, even to fuel up. I may just get a quick drink or something, but here it's different. You're riding in formation. You learn all the different signs. You just saw that we pointed out something that was on the ground with the foot. No big deal for bikers, they know that. But riding with a group, it's just the way to go. I mean, it's it's brotherhood. I mean, that's why people ride by themselves, and more power to you. But I definitely prefer riding with a group, especially of like-minded individuals that you all have a common bond, and you really all get along and have a great time when you're together. So look at this, a beautiful day. Now this is, I didn't capture all the stops. This may have been the first stop that I caught, but I did not capture all the stops, just no one who needs to see that. But this is one of the ones in which, rather than just stopping and gassing up, that you just take a quick break. Sometimes, we have 13 different bikers with different needs, so you stop on occasion, and all that's sort of explained at the beginning of the ride. So this is one of the stops that we went out where we actually stopped. Some people gassed up, and we just chilled for a second, stretched the leg a little bit. Some people lit up the stick. It's all good, but yeah, this is how it went down.
Before we start going here, we get going again here. I don't think I said anything. I know the body. I was if y'all planned it, there's stuff you got to think about along the way, but everything went smooth. I think that things like one that you're going to get pressed on, but there was, I didn't fly. Here, close to well done, well executed, well planned, and I appreciate that.
So in that last clip, what Shorty was talking about was the community service project that we did. If you haven't seen that, take a look at the video that we have, and we walk you through the whole community service project that we conducted in Missouri. All right, so we're getting ready to head out. Quick stop. He just, we kind of went over details, how far out we are, checked on everybody, made sure everyone was good, had a chance to stop, get a bio break if you needed it, and so we're heading out on the road. So, one thing about it, they have formation. They kind of tell you where you should be in the ride. So they'll position you. They'll tell you who you should be behind. And everyone's an experienced rider as well. So, you don't have a lot of novice riders on a ride like this, unless you've had some practice. So I wouldn't recommend going on a ride like this if you haven't been, first of all, on a long extended ride for maybe 6 hours or more. And then if you're not riding, used to not riding in a group, and then more importantly, what type of bike do you have, right? Most of these guys have maybe 6-gallon tanks, so you can't have a smaller bike in which you need to stop and fuel up more frequent than generally what the pack has, right? Generally everyone has, they have different types of bikes. You have Harley Davidsons, you might have a couple Indian bikes, and a few others. Victory, I think I saw a couple Victories and Triumphs maybe. But the tanks meet the ride. So that's one of the first things you want to just kind of keep in mind, when you're on a ride like this, is having the right bike for the right ride. So beautiful day out here, just enjoying the vibe. I know everyone, this is riding season. So if you're not out riding right now, I guess you're just checking out my video, and I appreciate that. Hey, and just guess what? We're at 110,000 subscribers as of the making of this video. 110,000 subscribers. So I definitely have to thank everyone about that. And let's keep spreading the word. We're doing some good work here, putting some good videos together. And I think you're always sharing this information. So please continue to like, share, and subscribe. And here's another stop. So this is just a quick walkthrough that I'm giving. Just checking out some of the bikes, some of the guys. Typical walkthrough. It's funny, you can see the different types of bikes there. They have a couple of Indians right there. Of course, you got the Harleys. There's my bike. All right. We got one sport bike, but it's all good. He knows how to ride that thing, and he keeps up with this just fine. That's Los. right, everybody's letting everybody know. That's the sign saying we're good to go. Kickstands up. So as you know, kickstands up, KSUs, means you are ready to ride. Not that you're ready to adjust your helmet, not that you're ready to fix your phone or anything. You're ready to pull up and pull out. So there's certain things that if you're not familiar with, that you need to become familiar with, especially when riding in large groups. So yeah, loving it so far. Now at this time, believe it or not, it's a heat wave going on, or a so-called heat wave now. I'm not trying to disrespect a lot of people, but this wasn't a heat wave. This was about 95 degrees, and you're riding on a bike. That was beautiful. Like, we're in Texas, and it's 84 degrees before the sun comes up, and you're riding outside. It's about 110, 112. That's a heat wave. So for me, this was a very pleasant ride all the way. You're going to make sure you take care of yourself in terms of hydrating. You always hydrate. You don't take these things. You have to take these things seriously. You can't, mess around with your health, because you are in a large group and you don't want to endanger yourself or other bikers or other parts of the society around you in those vehicles, those cars. So you have to make sure that you check your health, make sure that you're hydrated on these rides, and if you're not feeling well, you gotta let the road captain know, or just let someone else know. If we see you pulling over, we'll communicate with everyone else and let them know you pulled over, and we'll make sure that we stay with you, because that's what we do in large groups, and bikers always do that. There's many times when I may have broken down with my bike, and bikers that I don't even know, they will stop and check to see if you're okay. Unlike a lot of drivers, where if you're in a car and you break down, they're like, good luck, or they assume that you have AAA or something like that. But the biker community is a lot different. They will generally always stop to see if you're doing well. I've been part of those stops as well, and I've been helped out as well. So that's one of the things I love about the biker community, is that sort of loyalty to the bikers themselves, because they all know that we all have the same sort of risk that we deal with when riding these motorcycles. We all enjoy being out on the road. So this video is really more about just pure riding. Not a lot of glitz, not a lot of glamour. This is if you love the sound of the motorcycle, you love the sound of the wind. Wind therapy is definitely a must. If you love the views, this is the type of video that this is. So I'm going to put on some more tunes and just enjoy the views.
So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The viewer sounds, the charge begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of ice smoke and horse's breath is a virgin into sudden death. Slips and they bring to God the manual arms, the Russian guns. And as we race towards the human wall, the screams of pain as the goblins fall. We hurl our bodies to lay on the ground, and the Russians fire another round. We get so near yet so far away, we will live to fight another day.
Alright, so we're pulling over for another stop. nice long run. And yeah, we're not too far from our destination. I can't really tell you how far at this point, but I remember from the ride that it just wasn't that far from this location. Yeah, so we're just pulling over, gassing up, again, shaking the leg. People got those bio brakes going on. I actually went inside. I got myself like a cold, frosty drink to get that core nice and cool. And yeah, we just cut up for a few minutes and chopped it up, and then we head out. So check it out. I'll throw some tunes on. This is one of those videos where you're just enjoying the ride itself. So if you are a real bike enthusiast, there are things here that are so familiar to you that, you know, sometimes it's just enjoyable to watch, to reminisce about your own rides, right? You see some bikes, it looks familiar. You may know someone that has a bike like one of the ones that you see. Or, as a matter of fact, does any of you have any of the types of bikes, not just a Harley, but like the model or the color? Are you seeing anything familiar? What about those Indian bikes out there? Let us know what type of bike that you're riding. Put that in the comments, especially if you don't see it in there, because you know what? I would love to see what you're riding, especially when it comes to these touring bikes, right? What type of touring bike do you have? You know, what type of miles do you put down? Let us know.
Nobody man hey. Back and forth. I did not. You were going back and forth. The guy who was the one who telling on himself out loud when y'all listen. I know you were. Don't nobody believe you.
Alright, so we've been in Ohio for a few, and we're actually near Cincinnati, so we'll be pulling up to the hotel soon and arriving at the Alpha Roundup in Cincinnati, Ohio. Can't wait to get off the bike, can't wait to unpack, can't wait to see all the brothers that already ride there. We got a full week ahead of us. This is like a 4-day event. So we're arriving on Thursday. We'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, this is it. We finally got here. And what I love about whenever, you know how it is when you come to a set or you're pulling up and you got your brothers with you and you're rolling fairly deep. I mean, we only got like 13, so I'm not going to say we're that deep, but we got a good amount of brothers with us. And you pull up, it's just a good feeling. Especially when you're pulling up to a familiar set, right? It's a set of your own brothers, so it's just very satisfying, the road, the journey, and that's what it's all about. It's really just enjoying the trip, enjoying the journey, riding with the brothers, get some wind therapy going. And I, for one, definitely when I'm riding, you know, you're sort of like you're already locked in, right? Because you know, if you're an experienced rider, I've been riding for 40 years now. So I'm an experienced rider, but there's times where you're just like locked in. You know, I'm not saying that you're falling asleep or anything, but you're just dialed into the ride, right? It's almost like you're on autopilot because you're following all the signals, but you get an opportunity just to get some wind therapy to clear your mind, sort of think things through that may be on your mind, or some things come up that you didn't realize that were stressing you. So wind therapy is one of the key benefits of riding a motorcycle. All right, guys, so we're in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're just a couple of turns away from getting to the hotel. Everybody's kind of amped right now, very excited. Yeah, so I love how we pull up. So I gotta find the appropriate pull-up music, so just check this out.
Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, 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 hey. Hey, 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 I like you with your mess, hey. Can't keep my in my pants, hey. My bitch don't love me no more, hey. She kick me out, I'm like, bro, hey. That don't wanna be friends, hey. I give her she I met, hey. She put her 10 on my dick, hey. Look at my wrist about 10, hey. Just got a pound of the booth, hey. Bought that straight to the booth, hey. Tell me my health is a foos, hey. She said one for which I do, hey. You put a gun on my mans, hey. I put a hole in your parents, hey. I just got lean on my Subies, hey. I got a Uzi, no Uzi. Fuck on me, look at me, hey. Fuck on me, yeah. Look at me, look at me, look at me, yeah. Look at me, yeah. Look at me, yeah. Look at me, look at me, look at me, yeah. Look at me, look at me, yeah. Hey. Hey, shouts out Benz now. Hey. I took a walk to the store, plus that little got a throat full. I like to rock it on misfit. My humor like a wrist slit. Curly hair like I'm poor. Pink, got like three, like I'm more. Man, on your man forehead. Don't want your just want. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah, so we're amped. We arrived. We love it. We love the ride. It was a pretty smooth ride. I must say the weather was fine. No rain at all. No issues on the bikes. These are more members of 06 Rider MC who are coming out to greet us. And yeah, I can't wait to unpack my bag, all the planning that it takes, you know, all those things that you do for a ride. You know, once you get to your destination, you know, you're like, there's a level of satisfaction, right? Especially if you had minimal problems along the way. So all the videos I had about repairing a bike, getting a tune-up, and getting the right bags, packing the right stuff, and it's juggernaut right there. And all those things that you do just to prepare to get to your destination, you know, sometimes it takes a couple of weeks to get things together, especially if there's a bike repair involved. So there's a lot of satisfaction when you get to your location. And I know a lot of you know all about that. Hell, especially if you had a hard trip, right? If you had bad weather. Now tell me about some of the times that you had bad weather. What was the worst weather you had when you guys, you and your brothers, you and your sisters went on a ride? Yeah, sisters, speak up. I want to start addressing my sisters more who are definitely in these bike clubs. I want to hear from you. We're going to start addressing you more. We're going to make sure that we get you front and center as well. We all know how this feeling is, that when you pull up and more of your set, more of your brothers, club members pull up, or fraternity brothers pull up, and it's about to be on. You got a whole week in the fellowship. We got a lot of activities that are planned that we can't wait to get to. But it all starts with arriving safely, and you say a prayer and hope everything goes well. Hey, sometimes things work out. So now we have a good week in the fellowship ahead, and we can't wait to get it all started. So that's what this video is about. Now we're also going to have another part of this video that's going to really show you all the activities that we're going to be doing with larger groups of fraternity brothers as well. And we have another community service project that we're doing in conjunction with the brothers from all over the country who come through. So there's a lot of activities. There's some that I have not participated in. They actually have safety training conducted by Cowboy. He does the safety training and does a complete course, and it really gives great instruction. Yeah, well, here I am finally getting to unpack my bag. Hey, you know what? This bag was the great travel bag I've had so far. It was steady. It did shift around. I used it as a lunchbox as well. I know I swore that I remember in the earlier video I was saying I would always have the cover on this bag. Well, you know what? In real life, you want to be able to get inside that bag when on the road, because when you pick up, or you have a lunch or something like that, it's just easily accessible with this bag. So I had so much space in there. I actually had like a top layer of food where I can easily get to it. So yeah, this bag was definitely one I'm definitely going to be recommending moving forward. I had a lot of great experiences so far, and even on the return trip to Texas. So more brothers are coming out to greet us. There's Tank, there's Hammer. You know, there's so many brothers. I'm going to stop trying to name because I might miss somebody. But you know what? It's just a nice thing that, you know, they already arrived. They're relaxed, but they come out to greet you. You know, they come out to make sure everyone's okay. It's just great fellowship. So again, we're looking forward to it. Now we're talking about the bags. Check it out.
And it fits like right up in this little spot, right in there, and it holds up the front. Yeah. I'm up the front. That's not. Oh, this is okay, guys. All right, so I'm tossing a little bit of shoe. But I like it. Plus, it gives you an additional backrest. Not that you really need it, but it hits the shoulder blades. It's got a little slip thing on it. It slips right on my backrest. And then you can pop this open. I had drinks in here, man. It was so easy. Okay, that I don't have it, but I had because it's so big, you know. It's just, you know, you don't need all that room.
There's Shotgun. He just arrived. Okay. One thing I must say, so if you're a member of the Alpha Phi Alpha and you ride a motorcycle, you got to connect with the rest of the brothers. We'd love to see you on these rides, you know, or if you're one that you want to learn more about how to ride a motorcycle, you know, there are a lot of things you can do locally, but reach out to a brother who rides. They can point you in the right direction. You know, training is important. You know, there aren't no shortcuts, man. There are no shortcuts in this. You know, this is something that, you know, it's you have to your safety is involved, so you want to make sure that you are well aware of all the things that you need to know and put time. You know, saddle time is not practice time, so you got to make sure that you get practice time in as well. So more brothers are here. They're showing up, the fellowshipping. These are all brothers who ride, so reach out to someone from the 06 Riders MC. I'll put something in the comments. Or, you know, if you're in Texas, reach out to me. I can refer you to whoever you need to talk to. So, you know, hey, hit me up if you're in Texas and let me know if you're a frat brother that you ride and just want to get together for some short rides or something like that, you know, not too much. Or, you know, if you want to know more, let me know.
Oh, there he is.
Got TV man.
How you doing, man? I'm good, man. I'm good. How you been?
Good, man.
All right, nice. Okay, we bikers, so we're here. We checked in. We're meeting with all the brothers. Greeting. You see the big roll up. There he is. Ride your shit. There's Cowboys here. We got everybody rolling up. Hey, I'll check you guys later. There's a lot more to tell. Rolled all through the night. No delays. All right.